Hi, my name is Pam Doneen, and in this video, I am going to show you things that I personally do that are frugal. When I first was thinking about how am I going to do this, I thought, well, I'll just walk around my house and I'll point things out and show you things. Well, then I realized every cupboard I open, every drawer I open, every closet I go into, my whole surroundings, everything's frugal. So I thought, okay, that's not going to work. I better just take one smaller room. So I decided to do my laundry room. Don't worry, it's not about how to make your whites whiter and your brights brighter. I'm just going to go in there and point out the different frugal things that I do. And you might look at that and go, say, on one of the things I show you, you might think, well, that isn't going to make any difference. And my answer to that is, you're right. You're exactly right. Any one of these things, not going to make a big difference. But you start stacking these things, and I promise you, it'll be life-changing. And the thing is, you do the frugality on the things that don't matter to you anyway, on things that if somebody from the outside's looking in, they're not even going to know about it. So let's go into my laundry room. I'll show you these frugal tips that I have in there, and let's just go do it. So here we go, starting in my laundry room. And we are going to start with this cupboard here. And I will get all of the things out, and I will show you what's in these boxes and why they are frugal. So let me grab them down and put them on the counter. So this first box, the box itself, I got at a yard sale. And I know I probably paid a couple of dollars for it because I don't spend a lot at yard sales. So I got the box at a yard sale years ago. And then in it is shoe shine stuff. So I have black polish, brown polish, white polish that I even use on my tennis shoes to make them look new again. And why I say this is frugal is when my shoes start looking bad, I don't go buy new shoes. I polish them. In fact, when I was newly married to my husband, he had this outdated burgundy pair of dress shoes and he was wanting black. Instead of buying new dress shoes, I figured a way to get that color out, and then I dyed them black. This was before YouTube, so I didn't get to look on YouTube to see how to do it, but it worked. And he wore those shoes for years. So anyway, frugal because instead of buying new shoes, I fixed the ones I already have. Then up next is this iron. I needed an iron, and my mom volunteers at the senior center thrift store. So I told her I wanted an iron and I wanted a nicer one. So she was on the lookout, and when this came up, she got this for me, and I only had to pay her $3 for a new iron at the thrift store. So I got that. This is a garment shaver. So when my sweaters get that bally look on them or they start getting fuzzy at all, I use a garment shaver. I got this one this year because the one I've had for like 36 years was this little battery one. It wasn't rechargeable. This one's rechargeable. It was not that expensive either. And I use this a lot because it really keeps your sweaters looking nice. Rather than replacing them, you just fix them and make them look better. So then let's see. Up next is a hair cutting. I have cut my husband's hair pretty much our whole married life, which is 36 years. And I used to do my kids' hair as well, but now they're older and they take care of themselves. So I just do my husband's hair, and I got this for free. I won't get into the whole story because it's really long. It's a wall, and I got it actually from one of the walls themselves. They were super nice, and I really did appreciate this. But anyway, so I have this to cut my husband's hair. Then I have this box, and this box I got, oh gosh, years and years ago, because I used to keep my telephone book in here. This was before cell phones and before even phones that were, off the cord. This was, anyway, I used to keep a phone book in here and paper and pencil to take notes. Now I use it for storage because I don't want to get rid of it because I really, really like it. So anyway, I store my hot glue gun in here and my glue sticks. And I got these glue sticks a long time ago. It was a huge bag of them. And I still have the tag on it from the yard sale. I paid $3 for a whole bunch of glue sticks. And I think they'll last me the rest of my life. So that's in here. Let me get this out of the way. Then next we have this little box itself is my husband's grandmother's, part of her luggage. And I just loved it. I thought it was so cute. And I've had this for years. And I keep my sewing in here. So I have things like, for darning socks, I didn't get one of those little sock darners. This is actually for, it's a PVC pipe for doing underground water sprinklers. So anyway, I just use this for socks. These are patches for jeans in here, and then just all kinds of, different colors of threads and things that I would need for mending. And that's in here. It's frugal because I'm fixing things that need fixing. And then the last thing that was up here, it's probably not super necessary, but I have it up there anyway. My mother made me this years ago after I got married. She put together a box of buttons, and that way she felt like if I ever lose a button, I have all these buttons to choose from. And I have used it some, not to the magnitude that it is, but I figure someday I'll use it as, to make a craft out of these buttons that my mom gave me. But for right now, I just am going to keep it. So this is what was in cupboard number 1. So let's move on to the next cupboard. Let's take a look at cabinet number 2. So we'll start up here, my dollar store bleach. Then I use this cup and saucer for my bleach. I'm not sure where I got this, but anyway, this little saucer I did get at a yard sale. And even though I'm the only one that ever sees it or knows that it's even there, I like pretty things, even in utilitarian places. So that's for my bleach. And then up here, this is the laundry treatment spray that I make. I've made it for years. And I always say cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. And what it was a cup of whisk, a cup of ammonia, a cup of vinegar, and a cup of water. And I made it in this big container because I, of course, mixed it and filled this so I could refill this. And the thing though, you can't get whisk anymore at the store. You can buy it online, but it's $100 for 50 ounces. So guess what? I'm never buying whisk again unless it came way down. So I'm going to start, I think, mixing Tide. I heard that Tide is pretty strong and that instead of whisk, I'll be using Tide. So anyway, laundry spray that I make myself. Then this little bottle is from the dollar store. It's just water. And the reason I have that is I hang dry my clothes, but before I do, I tumble them till they get warm so it kind of releases the wrinkles. But sometimes they need to be a little damper, so I use that. Then this OxyClean container, I bought that years ago, but kept that container because I buy the big boxes of OxyClean at Costco. And I only use it on the farm clothes. It's not like I use it on all my stuff, but farm clothes just need a little extra something. And then down here, I have my laundry soap and softener, which I buy those at Costco. I got them on sale. And I don't use the big cup on the container itself, I have these fourth cup measures, and I don't even fill it all the way up. And definitely on the softener, I barely put any softener in, but those are my softener and detergent. Then this downy back here, these little crystals, again, I save those for the farm clothes that get gasoline on them because I do not like the smell of gasoline in my laundry room. So I will throw some of those in with those clothes. And then my little thing here is black dye. I have a pair of black jeans. I always have black jeans, but when they start looking kind of washed out, I just put them in that dye and recolor them, and then they look bright again and they're good to go. And then this little basket is for coins. And then I bought these on Amazon because I had the little spigots this way, and look at what I did. I need to stain that again and fix that because that doesn't look great. But anyway, very simple, very, very basic. And yeah, there we go. Next up, laundry room drawers. So these tan hangers, I hang my clothes dry, but even when I was purchasing these hangers, I thought about the purchase. I wanted tan because it doesn't show dust. The black ones look dusty and dirty, and I knew I was going to want these for a long time and not have to have upkeep on them. And I have had them for years, and they still look good. But even when I'm doing a purchase that's not really expensive or a lot of money, I think about it. So anyway, the tan hangers, these hangers here, odds and ends, when I wash clothes that I'm going to sell in my yard sale, I'll put them on these because clothes that are clean and hung sell at a yard sale. So this drawer, then I just have mine and Tim's pant hangers, yard sale hangers here. Then down here, cut up old towels. We never waste old towels. My husband's a wheat farmer, so if he's not using them on the farm or I'm not using them in the house, well, I should say we're either using them on the farm or the house, and we do not waste them. Down here is empty because I am working so hard to get rid of excess and not buy. So that is empty, and I like empty spaces. So I get a lot of my items for free, and even when I get free items, I really need to think about them before I keep them. So drawers. So what I keep on the counter in my laundry room, first up, I bought this because my husband wears baseball hats, and you need to wash them because they get really dirty. But if I wash them without this, it just kind of wrecks them and they get not good looking. Then I have this to put things from pockets in. And then I wanted to show you this. The other day, I asked my husband if we could finally let go of this belt. I mean, it is so old. And I'm like, do you think we could just get rid of it and you could get a new one finally? And he said yes. So I threw it away. And then I took it out of the garbage because I thought, you know what? I'll show you. We actually wear clothes and things out before we discard them. So that's up here. And then I do have a water machine. I bought this 7 years ago because our water in our area sometimes tastes like chlorine, and I don't want to be drinking chlorine. So I really wanted a purifier. But I bought this one on eBay for like less than fourth the price. I really, really watched eBay until I got a good deal. So I got that, although I heard like a Berkey is a really good water machine too. And part of being frugal is taking care of our health. So I have that water machine. And then down here under the sink this is where I keep my extra spot remover, some extra ammonia, and then just a little brush. And then these window washers, I bought these years ago also, and I actually bought a really good quality one. It's actually a professional one, because if you're gonna do your windows and you want them to look good, I wanted a good one that wasn't just gonna get ruined right away. Those are for the sink. And then this back here is for cleaning my water purifier. So that is under the sink. And again, I have let so many cluttery things and items go. I love things being kind of bare. So here we go. Next, I'll show you my washer and dryer, and you can notice they don't match. That's because I got good prices on these and they weren't the matching set. The wash machine, my husband finally said, you need to find something that's going to die, because he fixed it so many times and it was just wearing out and it wasn't energy efficient anyway, so it was good to get a new one. And I researched and I had to find something that had no plastic parts inside, because my last one had this plastic centerpiece, and whenever I'd wash farm clothes, they would just turn it black, and I would have to get a scrubbing pad and scrub that each time I washed farm clothes, and that is quite often. So I found this, it wasn't on sale, so I just sat back, waited, and ta-da, everything eventually goes on sale, and then that's when we bought it. We kept the old dryer for 2 more years because it was still going, and then when that did die 2 years later, I mean, it completely died. Our machines were both old and the parts were all wearing out. They had been fixed multiple times, but I was lucky. I went onto the Costco site and they have a clearance site. It's called While Supplies Last, and that dryer was there. So we bought the dryer, really good deal. So that is my washer and dryer. The next thing I want to show you, it's not really frugal, but it's a time saver. And my son Cameron put it together for me. It's just a shelf with sorting laundry areas. The reason is my husband and I live here and we have 3 boys here. They're in between things. One just got done traveling around South America for a year. The other 2 graduated from college. So this makes life easier for me. Then of course up above, LED lights. So those we use. And then on all my doors, I collected these glass knobs for years. Before there was an eBay to buy them on, and I used to get them for so cheap because there wasn't people selling things on eBay. So I have those knobs on all of my doors. And then like this bag, this is a garbage bag that I use in the laundry room. I like it up off the floor, and it's for like the lint out of my dryer. And all it is a store bag that what I did to make it cute is I cut up a card and covered the store logo. And I just think it's cute and it's off the floor. And so I have that going on. And then we'll go in here. This is, I hang my clothes to dry. So I have 2 areas to hang my clothes. Then when I get things for good deals, I have a stash down here. This is an old robe that I replaced it because, check this out, it needs to go. So this is getting cut up for rags. And then this stuff is for the yard sale. And I loved my daughter's dress. She was homecoming princess. And anyway, I kept that and now I'm going to let it go. And then down in this bag here is actually stuff that needs to go to the cleaners. It's men's suits and things. And we have this coupon book that comes out every quarter. And every once in a while they have a coupon for the dry cleaners. So I am going to wait until that comes out. So the last closet is here, and I'll show you. So up here, first of all, these baby toys. I was either at Target or Walmart, this was years ago, and they had a sign on these toys that they were like 65% off, the sign said. But when I scanned them, they were 90% off. So there was 9 toys left. I bought them all. And I just stashed them up there to keep for baby gifts. These are just gift boxes that I keep, all different sizes. And then down here is throughout the year, I'll find little gifts to put for stocking stuffers or things that I know that people will like, and I'll keep them in here. And then this stash is clothes that need attention. I need to fix these clothes that get stuck in this pile. Then next, we go to a cabin every summer on a lake, and at the cabin, the theme of the dishes, they're blues. So I got these cups because they were on the Buy Nothing site for free. So I got those to take with me, and then when I leave, I'll leave them behind as a little gift to acknowledge that it's such a great place to be. My beach towels. I got this little puzzle at a yard sale to take to the lake as well. And so that goes with us. Down here is just ribbons and bows, and these are boxes I make. I had them in my last video, so I'll get this out. This box, I make it with old greeting cards, my kids' artwork, calendars, but anyway, I make them out of cardboard apple boxes. So I have those in here. Down here, I keep gift bags, and I don't buy gift bags, so I'm so amazed at how many I have, but we do use them again over and over, and so keep them there. My tissue paper. Back here is all my gift wrapping paper that I buy at the end of Christmas, and I showed this in my last video, but I'll show it. Like, I buy gift wrap paper that I can use all year. This stuff like this, you know, you get it 90% off at the end of the season, and you can use it all year for weddings, birthdays, whatever. So I did show that before. And I think rather than that, so, you know, this is pretty frugal. So my last frugal tip in the laundry room would be keep things clean. Things can be old, but as long as they're clean, they feel good. So it's kind of crazy, isn't it? That one room, and it's like everything, everything. And all of that stacks up to make a difference. I'm here to say it will make a difference. And the thing that I did show you, I showed you my items of clothing that needed attention. So I thought what I would do is I'm going to fix those right now. And so if you don't want to see how I take care of those, you know, we can end now our time together. But oh, before you do, if you could do like, subscribe, and the notification bell, I'd really appreciate it. So the rest of you that want to see how I take care of these clothes, stay tuned. Let's go take care of them. Don't just leave them sitting in your closet to be done. Take care of them. And the thing is, I have a place like that in my garage as well for like utilitarian items that need to be repaired and fixed. They go into this one area that I know they need attention, and they get fixed. So let's go take care of these clothes. So I use this garment shaver, and I've done half of my sweater so far. So you can see this half I have not done, and it doesn't look so great, but it will when I get done using my garment shaver. This side is done. Look at the difference. I mean, I can really feel good about wearing this sweater for years more. And then when this happens again, I'll just do it again. Look how much I got off just this one side, all these fuzzies. My goodness, that's a lot of fuzzy. So this sock has a hole in it. So I would like to fix that. So I'll turn it inside out, and then I'm going to use my sprinkler pipe so that I can put that in, because I don't have one of those, like they have these darning eggs that you can put in your socks, and I don't have one, so I just use this pipe, and then I've got my hole there, And then all I did was I double threaded my needle. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to catch little parts of it and I'm going to weave back and forth. So first I'll go this way and weave it, and then I'll go this way. And I'll do pretty close together weaves so that the hole will be fixed. So yeah, so I will just continue on and I'll show you after I am finished. So yeah. So I've got my hole stitched up. So you can't feel it, you can't see it. And it took me probably 5 minutes, if that, maybe less. It didn't take long. And then voila, your sock is finished. So I can keep wearing this sock now. So the bathrobe that was hanging in the closet all wore out is now made into rags. And I'm going to send them up to the ranch with Tim so that he can use them on his farm equipment. He always is needing rags for things. So this will help to keep him supplied in some more rags. This project, I need to patch these work jeans. This is a pretty significant hole. And here's a little hole that I'll do. And what I'm going to do, I've cut out my patch and I'll iron it. I'll turn the jeans inside out and iron this patch across here to hold it. And then what I do to my husband's jeans, just for something fun, is I embellish them. I have these little cutouts and I decided to use fish because he loves fishing. And so once I get it patched, I will be doing these little fish and I will iron them on. And then what I will need to do though is I'll tack them down a little bit with thread, needle and thread, just so they don't curl. And on the inside, I usually do that in the corners as well, just tack it down because they'll get washed over and over and I don't want the jean or the patch to start curling. So let me do this and I will show you when I'm done. And I have done stars and hearts on his jeans before. I thought it was kind of funny, but he still wears them and they're cuter, especially the stars. And I think the fish will be really cute. So let me go take care of these jeans and I'll show you the end product. I wanted to show you what it looks like before I put the embellishment on them because it looks kind of ratty. So I just want to clean that look up a little bit. So I thought I would show you what it looks like before. And then I don't think I mentioned they're iron-on patches. And I buy, these rolls of material. And then I just cut my own patches out. You iron them on. So that's what this is all about. And I will go embellish these jeans and show you what that looks like. So here's my patch job with the embellishments. And I just tack them down just ever so slightly, which kind of is a pain, but then at least they won't curl up. And anyway, there is my finished project. It's not like they're beautiful, but they work as work jeans. Yeah, you wouldn't want to wear them to Sunday church, but there we have it. Oh my gosh, if you made it to the end with me, thank you. Thanks for hanging out. And again, if you could do like, subscribe, and notification bell, I'd love that. And also, if you have tips for me, things that you do that are frugal, if you could put them in the comments, I would love to learn some more things. And we can always learn from each other. So again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have an amazing day.